So let us continue our discussion on occupational safety and health. No? And this is the outline of our presentation. We will have the overview of risk assessment and management, the principles of assessment, methods for risk assessment in computer engineering, and risk management strategies. So basically, risk assessment and management, no, it is a comprehensive and systematic approach on what? On identifying, assessing, and managing potential risks that may impact the achievement of objectives or the success of a project. It involves understanding uncertainties, no? Making informed decisions, and optimizing resource allocation. So, to give you an example, no, in a software development project, an overview of risk assessment and management may involve considering potential issues with, for example, code quality, project timelines, and unexpected technical challenges. So that's an example of risk assessment and management, no, in software development. Again, no, risk assessment and management is a comprehensive and systematic approach on identifying, assessment, and management of potential risks that may impact what? The achievement of objectives, no? Or the success of a project. Again, for example, we have here a software development project kung saan may assess natin yung mga potential issues niya. For example, sa code qualities, yung duration, yung timeline, yung schedule, and other unexpected technical challenges. That's risk assessment and management. So we have four principles of risk assessment, no? Identification, analysis, evaluation, and mitigation. Ano ba itong principles nito? Ano ba itong apat na principles na to? So identification, no, is recognizing, no, the potential risks associated with the project, process, or system. This includes exploring internal and external factors that may pose threats or opportunities. Again, no, nire-recognize mo dito yung mga potential risks sa mismong project, sa kanyang sistema at sa kanyang mga processes. No? Uh, for example, no, it is the identification of foundational principles of risks involving systematic recognition and cataloging of potential risks that could impact again. No? Itong risk assessment na to, ina-identify mo yung impact na pwedeng mangyari sa mismong project, sa mismong process, or sa mismong system. No? In, for example, in a cybersecurity risk assessment, no, your identification may include the recognizing vulnerabilities, kung ano-ano ba yung mga vulnerabilities mo sa may software mo or sa system mo, di ba? Sa mga potential data breach points, kung saan ba merong vulnerability na pwedeng ma-exploit ng mga threat actors, or weaknesses in network security, kung saan ba mayroong unpatched software, kung saan may yung merong loophole sa network security mo. No? So those are the identification of risk assessment, identification principle. No? You are identifying the risks that may impact the project or the system. Okay, the next one is analysis. Ano ba itong analysis na to? Basically, you are evaluating the likelihood and potential impact of identified risks. This involves a detailed examination of the characteristics and consequences of each risk. Okay, so it is the process again of evaluating, evaluation of yung pagka ng likelihood ng pwedeng mangyari, no, na potential impact, no, providing a deeper understanding of the characteristics and consequences of each risk. No? So for example, sa mga manufacturing processes natin, Yung risk analysis natin doon, no, it includes the assessment or involves assessing the potential impact of equipment failure, no, on production efficiency, product quality, and overall operational performance. So doon, kung alam mong may risk na kaagad sa mga equipment natin, no, especially sa manufacturing processes natin, pagka alam natin yung ma-assess natin yung possible impact niya, no, magagawa natin ng paraan kasi yung possible impact ng equipment failure, for example, of the robot in manufacturing process, pwede magkaroon ng problema sa production. No? Kukunti yung production, babagal yung production. And yung overall operational performance niya, hindi na kaaya-aya, hindi na maayos. Okay? So, next one is evaluation. So, after the analysis, meron tayong evaluation na tinatawag. No? So, ano naman itong evaluation na to? No? So, it is the systematic prioritization. No? Or prioritizing the risk based on their severity, the probability, and the potential impact on project objectives. No? This helps in focusing resources on the most critical risks. No? So, sa evaluation, yun yung prioritization. Pag na-analyze nyo na kung alin ba ang kailangan na i-priority, doon na papasok sa evaluation kung saan mag-aalat na, no? There's a chance of these organizations allowing to fund or allocate resources on the most critical areas or critical parts to avoid what? The potential risk. No? So, or the potential impact kung mangyari man itong problema na ito or risk na ito. For example, no, in a construction project, risk evaluation may prioritize geological uncertainties such as soil stability and seismic activity due to their significant impact on the safety and structural integrity of the building. Okay? Next one is mitigation. Ano naman itong mitigation na ito? So, the development or developing and implementing measures to reduce or eliminate alin yung impact ng identified risks. No? So, this strategy aims to what? To proactively address risks before they escalate. Bago lumala, mimitigate mo na, pahihintuin mo na, gagawin mo na ng paraan. No? So, again, it involves the development and implementation of measures to reduce or eliminate ang alin yung impact ng ma-identify na risk or hazard, no? That fostering a resilient and adaptive project environment. So for example, no, sa isang software development project, mitigation strategies may include regular code reviews, di ba? I-review lagi ng senior dev ninyo yung mga codes ninyo. Same time, i-test ng mga analyst yung protocols and the implementation of robust cybersecurity measures to what? To reduce the risks of system vulnerabilities and data breaches. So those are the four principles of risk assessment: identification, analysis, evaluation, and mitigation. So ano ba ang common computer engineering risk assessment? We have here the FMEA, failure mode and effects analysis, fault tree analysis, and threat modeling. Ano ba itong FMEA? Or failure mode and effects analysis. So this is a systematic and proactive method used in computer engineering for evaluating potential failure modes within a system, process, or product. No? This approach involves a detailed examination of each potential failure mode, considering its causes, effects, and criticality. No? By the identification and prioritization failure modes, FMEA enables engineers to what? To implement targeted preventive measures and improve the overall reliability and performance of computer systems. So that's FMEA. For example, no, in software development, it may be applied to analyze potential failure modes such as again mga bugs, mga errors, and unexpected crashes or bugs, no, security vulnerabilities, no, By systematically assessing the impact of each failure mode, you guys can prioritize testing efforts and implement preventive measures to enhance software robustness. Okay, so that's the first one, failure mode and effect analysis or FMEA. Next one is fault tree analysis. Ano man tong fault tree analysis na to? So fault tree analysis is a top-down action or method, deductive method, used in computer engineering to what? To analyze potential system failures and their possible causes. It employs a graphical representation of fault trees, breaking down the possible failure scenarios into individual events and examining the logical relationships between them. FDA or fault tree analysis is valuable for understanding how different factors continue to contribute to system failures and determining the probability of these events occurring. So fault tree is the top-down approach ito, no? Saan hahanapin mo, hahanapin ng tao yung possible failure scenarios, possible scenarios or situations in the in a, for example, software development project or any related projects to any computer engineering related projects. So, for example, no, sa mga hardware naman, no, FTA can be applied to analyze potential failure scenarios such as component malfunctions, di ba? Or electrical failures. By mapping out the logical relationships, engineers can identify critical points of failure and design redundancy, or for example, backup, no, backup systems to mitigate the associated risk. No, so that's fault tree analysis. Last one is threat modeling. Ano naman itong threat modeling na to? So threat modeling, no, is a comprehensive approach in computer engineering to identify, evaluate, and prioritize potential security threats and vulnerabilities within a software application or system. No? It involves systematic analysis of the system's architecture, no? Data flow, no? Flowchart, mga ganyan, and potential entry points for security breaches. Threat modeling allows engineers to proactively address security concerns and implement effective countermeasures. So dito naman, ini-evaluate ng computer engineer yung potential security threats and vulnerabilities saan? Sa isang software system or sa isang software application, no? Kasama rito yung alin, yung siyempre aaralin ng tao, yung architecture, yung flow ng process, yung data flow, no? And saan ba ang possible entry point ng mga security breaches? So that's threat modeling. For example, in the development of a web application, no? It may involve what? Analyzing potential threats such as SQL injection, XXS, or cross-site scripting, and many more. So by systematically identifying this prioritization, no, no, by systematically identifying and prioritizing these threats, no, engineers can implement security controls, no, or security procedures and best practices to safeguard or to protect the application against cyber threat, no, or mga threat actors natin. So those are the three computer engineering risk assessment uh, samples. No? We have the FMEA, failure mode and effects analysis, the fault tree analysis, and the threat modeling. So last slide is the risk management strategies. We have avoidance or pag-iwas, transfer, paglipat, mitigation, and acceptance. So ano ba itong avoidance na ito? So basically, avoidance is a risk mitigation strategy that involves modifying project plans or adjusting the scope to circumvent engaging in high risk activities. This strategy aims to eliminate or minimize exposure to potential risks by making strategic changes to the project's direction or objective. So dito, minomodify mo, ginagawan mo ng mas magandang strategy ang iyong project plan parang sa ganun malayo or ma-eliminate or ma-minimize yung exposure ng iyong system or ng iyong project sa potential risks, no? By making again strategic changes to the project's direction or objectives. So marami kang dapat iwasan, no, when it comes to the risk management strategies. So that's one, avoidance. For example, no, if a project involves the development of a complex feature, no, with inherent technical challenges, avoidance may entail simplifying the feature or deferring its implementation to a later phase. No? Para hindi mapag-initan, i-last phase mo na lang. So that's the example of avoidance. Next one is transfer. No? Transfer is a risk mitigation strategy that involves shifting the risk burden to another party or entity. These often achieved through contractual agreements, partnerships, or insurance arrangements where the responsibility for managing and responding to specific risks is transferred to a third party. So para hindi ka maging guilty sa mga pwedeng mangyari, maghanap ka ng contractor or third party provider. They will now handle the risks, no? They will have the accountability and the responsibility for managing and responding to threats and risk of the system. Okay? So, iniiwasan lang natin dito yung mga project delays, kaya ililipat natin sa ibang company, sa isang entity, sa isang kumpanya, no? Yung risk na natin makikita. Next one is mitigation. Ano ba itong mitigation? So mitigation is proactive strategy that involves implementing measures to either what? Reduce the likelihood of a risk occurrence or minimize its impact. No? If it does occur. No? This strategy focuses on taking preventive actions to enhance project resilience and success. So dito sa mitigation, no, it's a strategy that involves implementation of measures, no, para maiwasan ang likelihood ng pag-occur ng mga risks, no, and minimize its impact, no, kung matuloy man yung risks na identify. Kaya for example, no, meron tayong regular monitoring and maintenance, no, nagkaroon tayo ng routine system kung saan minomonitor natin yung mga iba't ibang iba't ibang mga equipment, no? So that's mitigation, no? Last one is acceptance. Acceptance is a risk mitigation strategy where the organization acknowledges the existence of a risk but chooses not to take specific action to actively address it. This strategy is often employed when the risk is deemed acceptable and the potential consequences are manageable or outweighed by the benefits of pursuing the original course of action. So dito, tanggapin mo na lang na merong risks, no? But definitely, hindi na pwedeng ganun-ganun lang yan. There's something, no, that's working on behind our bare eyes, no? So that's acceptance, no? We are trying to accept, no, these risks, no? So that's accept. For example, ano, para mas maintindihan natin, for example, accepting the inherent market risks associated with introducing a new product, no? Introducing a new product, acknowledging that market dynamics and consumer preferences may impact its success. So those are the 4 risk management strategies. So that ends our week 4 discussion. If you have any questions, please again watch our previous videos. No? The links were already posted on your website. Please watch and learn. This will be part of your preliminary examinations. So if you have any questions, let me know. No? Hindi masasagot ng ating mga klase yan. No? And mag-chat na lang kayo sa atin or panoorin na lang ulit yung mga videos na posted. Nandun naman yung mga link. No? So thank you very much. See you again next time.